we kind of have no floor. These walls are just floating. So let's add a floor. So if I go to architecture and floor, for the commercial building, it's going to be a little bit different. And you don't really have good options for flooring. I have created some. I honestly don't remember if I created tile or if it's given to you, but you're probably going to have to create one. So I'm going to go to concrete, 4-inch concrete slab. And we want this level. Let's always check the level to set that to level 1. But this time you're going to have to edit the type, and we're going to duplicate this. So you're going to need to think, what do I want to have this? So it will be a cast in place, but do you want to have that wooden tile type look that you might see in like a Starbucks? Usually it's always going to be tile. But if I want to have it like a wooden look, then I'm just going to call it that just for my own benefit. So I'm going to choose that. We would assume it's probably going to be tile, but we're just doing an architectural model, so it doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to insert a layer, and that has to be above the concrete to be able to show it. So I'm going to click up and up. There we go. So I'm going to assume that my wooden looking tiles are going to be 1-inch thick. Well, now I need to choose the material. This is where it gets a little weird. Your graphic box might not look like this. Mine has been expanded. Yours may look very, very tiny and small and hard to see. You can see I've grabbed this tab, I've expanded it. You can also open up this box to show the materials library underneath. That's going to be a really important one to choose. So I'm going to search for flooring, and usually you're going to find the information down here, the new stuff. So if I click this, I can actually make that a little larger. And I have searched this already, so I know that wood flooring is down here. Again, it's probably not likely you'd have actual wood. Depending on your business, you might. But if I want that appearance, then I'm going to choose this one. And now I put it up into my project materials. And so I've selected that. I can click apply or just click OK. So now I'm going to have that appearance. I'm going to click OK here. And now that is done. Now, if you want to make a different one, maybe you have multiple floors, then we could call the next one tile, or the next one laminate or stone, or whatever it is that you want to create. So you may have multiple different floors. I would suggest you make them all the same thickness. So if you're going with 4-inch concrete, just make the thickness of every other material 1 inch, and it will give you a default of 5 for everything. So I'm going to click OK. We need to place this in level 1. So again, for those people who are going to do multiple different floors, you may choose to do this by the line tool. Don't start drawing yet. And you could do the line tool, and you could say, well, I want to have it from there, and I want to have it, maybe go something like this, and this is a ridiculous floor. But you can also use the modify, and you can drag them, you can align them to different walls, and so on. But you need to create one closed loop, and then you can create your next closed loop. For those who are not doing it that way and just doing the entire floor as one material, there's a simple way to do that. Just click pick walls, and then you can pick the interior chunk of the wall like we do a lot of the items that we're choosing on here. This floor is actually going to place where we want. We have it set to level 1. All of the interior walls selected. Hit the green check. No, you don't want to attach these. This is referring to those foundation walls. We don't want to adjust those, so we're going to not attach. And then go to your 3D view again. I can click mine from here. Again, you can click it down here at 3D view. And if I choose, I'm going to select just this white space off to the side. You can see that I now have a wood flooring. So if you ever want to change it, just click on the edge to select your flooring, click edit boundary, and then probably want to do this in level 1 view. And then you can kind of change however you want to change these things. Don't attach, and play around with different types of flooring. So then I could do a different flooring here if I chose to do that.